give them a big shout out. Go to sodenbowl.com and check them out check them out on YouTube. I know that's probably the best Madden players around, so go out there and definitely plug them.
And welcome Soden Bowl to a special edition of the Rundown here, Friday Night Football. We have a good one. We have Super Bowl 102. We have the King of Wakanda, and his Baltimore Ravens 11-5 up against the Cinderella story of Soden Bowl, rookie head coach I See Through You 247 and his 8-8 Los Angeles Rams. I've got a couple special guests tonight on the Rundown. I have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Snipes TV. What's going on, Snipes?
What's going on? What's going on? I just got to say real quick about this. This is a beautiful graphic right here, but you see golf right there, right? You got to switch golf and put Cooper, give me a cup of gas cup. Right
He's
there.
all
That's
over Cooper Cup.
Be.
Cooper
Yes,
Cup is soon to be a New York Giant. I'm telling you right now, you heard it first here on the Soden Bowl Network. Cooper Cup will be a Giant. We also have the Doc in the house, host of the Happy Hour, Soden Bowl, the Happy Hour. Happy Hour. What's going on, Doc?
What's good, fellas? What's good?
Nice to have you on here. We've got some legends here in the house. Snipes. We have Doc. We have Sean Lowe, schedule extraordinaire, and also on the Happy Hour. What's going on, Sean?
How everybody doing?
We're doing good, doing good. Ready to get this party started. We are about 31 minutes away from kickoff here. We were going to go an hour, but an hour is a long time. So we're gonna cut this thing short here, about a half hour. Make sure these guys are good to go. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody here. We have, let's get to some of the comments in the chat. Cream Dape says he's the first one here. There you have it, the first one. Congratulations, little guy. He's here. Get your predictions in the chat, and don't forget, before kickoff, you guys can get your bets in. I believe the point spread right now is the Baltimore Ravens are the favorite by 8 points, and the under and over is 49 points. So go ahead and get your bet in. And also, we're doing a bet on the MVP. So with that being said, I'm going to get to the Doc. Doc, you're up first here. Go ahead and let's talk to me about who you think is going to win this game, what you think of the game. Go ahead and run it down for me, bud.
So I just got done playing Wakanda not too long ago and lost a close one. And in that game, I can say he's very, very conservative. He's going to kind of control the ball, control the clock. And you got I, on the other hand, with the Rams, who has a very aggressive play style, very up-tempo. So when these two meet, it's going to come down to, who makes the least amount of mistakes. And in this game, I think I has a calm presence in the pocket. I really take him having taken this one with a couple big plays here and there.
That's a good pick. I mean, I has been playing great. He's been playing great football. Who do you have as the MVP here?
I got a little bit of an underdog here. Emmanuel Hall, the wide receiver for the Rams. He's the big play guy for the Rams. He doesn't get a lot of recognition, but, he can easily put up, 2 or 3 touchdowns a game. He actually has the most touchdowns on the Rams team. So I got Emmanuel Hall.
That's a good pick. Welcome to the broadcast, Timbo. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, make sure you check out MSR's draft. You can find it. I linked it on my Twitter. Their draft was on YouTube last night. Very good draft, so shout out to our friends over at the MSR. Billy Hoyle, welcome to the broadcast. Sean Lowe, who do you have in this game, and who you picking for the MVP? What you got here, buddy?
Honestly, man, I seen both of these guys play. I actually played Wakanda in the regular season. And like I said in one of our podcasts, Wakanda is actually playing like he's on his P's and Q's, like he's very limited in his mistakes. At the same time, you got to see how's I playing. I've been seeing I throughout this playoff just stepping up his game. I really feel like he's been improving, and he really just know how to play with his defense. So I honestly feel like that the winner will be the underdog in the Rams, and I feel like that it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's gonna come down to who made that one mistake first.
I'm with you there.
And my MVP, I gotta go to the MVP, man. Give me a cup of gas. I gotta give it to him.
Cup of gas.
Cup of gas, man. Cooper.
Oh, Cooper Kupp. Over my head.
Yes, sir.
Long day at work today. So he's going Cooper Kupp. I'm sure Snipes is smiling right now. Go ahead, Snipes. Lay your wisdom upon us, my friend.
Well, listen. I'll tell you right now. I think that you know when you're dealing obviously with the Ravens, he's got the number one ranked offense. He's got the number one ranked defense. It's tough to not pick them, but we're talking about one game, and you know, judging especially from that NFC Championship game that took place, and how I actually played that game. In this particular game here, I got to give him the slight edge. I think it's going to be a 3-point game. I think he's going to end up winning this thing by a field goal. But and obviously, you know, I truly think, not even to me anyway, you know what I mean, just him getting here is because of Cooper Kupp. He's one of the reasons that he got here. You know what I mean? But again, just like Doc said, this dude is he has an aggressive offense, and it's going to be interesting to see what King of Wakanda could do with this aggressive offense. You know, obviously he has a solid defense as well too, but this offense that the Rams have, extremely aggressive, it's going to be interesting. But I don't think it's going to be a high scoring matchup. It's definitely going to be. I think it'll be I think realistically, 27-24. I think that's going to be the final score. And I think that the Rams are going to take this thing, and Cooper Kupp is going to be your MVP.
Wow, there you go. I'm going Ravens. I'm going to take the King. I'm going Ravens. I think Ravens are going to win by 2 scores in this game. I think he's going to neutralize Aaron Donald. I think Lamar Jackson's going to get out of the pocket. Lamar Jackson's going to break off 1 or 2 big runs. He's going to throw 3 touchdown passes. I've got the Ravens winning this thing by at least 10 points, in my opinion. However, I see through you. I know you're listening. Aaron Donald has been the most dominant force since Week 16. He's been all over the place. He's really just made a mockery of every offense he's faced. I thought Mr. Witness played just about a perfect game and still came up short at home versus the Rams. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Baltimore Ravens by 10. I think the Ravens score 31 points in this game. So I'm going to say 31-21 Ravens. I think the Ravens roll out to a fast lead and the Rams make a late comeback. Can you guys see the stats okay here on the screen? So you can see our friends over at MyMadden. If you're looking for to take your league to the next level, mymadden.com, they can host all your statistics for your leagues. Here you have it here. We also have it on our website as well, but I wanted to give them a little bit of a shout out here. And you can see they actually predict the game here. The estimated score, Ravens 29 and the Rams 21. So I'm not just making that 8-point point deficit up myself. That's actually the algorithm here in my Madden. So they've been pretty good. They've actually called a few games here as of late dead on. So not too bad, but Mr. Snipes called it. You look at the Baltimore Ravens here. The Baltimore Ravens with the number one offense and number 1 defense here. And look at the numbers by Lamar Jackson. Mind you, this is also playoff action, so he has over 5,000 yards passing. I mean, that's absolutely insane for a quarterback that's not supposed to be able to be a pure throwing quarterback. And then he's got a 1,000-yard running back. He's got a 1,000-yard receiver and almost another 1,000-yard receiver. This defense is loaded. They've got an X-factor, Calais Campbell, on defense, so it should be a fun game. Looks like we also have somebody else joining us here. Let me go ahead and introduce him. Can you hear me, Kylo?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, there he is. Welcome to the broadcast, Vice President of Soden Bowl and the New York Jets owner. Had a fantastic season. Welcome to the broadcast, Kylo.
Thank you. I'm excited for this matchup, guys.
So who do you have in this one? I'll give you a shout out here. Who do you have in this one? Why? And who's your MVP?
So I thought about this one a lot. I played Wakanda in the wild card, and he plays very well. But I was a little underwhelmed with how his offense kind of played. They were, they had some mistakes and stuff, and against the Jets defense, that's not very good. So I'm gonna take the Rams here just because of their defense and Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. I think they're just a force that's really to be reckoned with here. That I don't know. I just know Aaron Donald just wrecks game plans, much like Calais Campbell, but times like 5. So I'm going to have to take the Rams here, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a low-scoring matchup just because the Ravens' defense is no slouch either. So I'm going to go 25-21 or 24-21 Rams.
24-21 Rams. Close game. I think I'm the only one that took the Ravens, right?
Yep, you are.
Yeah.
Overlay squared away here. So I'm sticking strong with my Ravens. I've watched Wakanda play over the years. To me, he's one of the most improved players in Soden Bowl. I know he's doing pretty good over at the MSR as well. I see through you is no slouch. He beat me too. Wish I would have went for 2. I wish I would have got my 2-point conversion, but it is what it is. I've watched him play through the playoffs. He really almost plays a perfect game. He's got weapons in all the right spots. Aaron Donald on defense, Jalen Ramsey on defense. Long is having himself a fantastic season with him as well. So yeah, I mean, I could very easily take the Rams. But I don't know. I just have a feeling with the Baltimore Ravens. I really feel like this is Wakanda's season.
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense, to say that. Obviously, again, number 1 ranked offense, number 1 ranked defense, and Wakanda's definitely, a solid competitor, a solid player here in this game of Madden, especially this year. So I can see you making that pick, man. But it's just something about those Rams, man, especially offensively, that I think he can, that he'll be able to pull some things off in this game. And again, I still think they're only going to win by 3 points. But I really think that the Rams could definitely do something offensively against this defense, this number 1 ranked defense.
And
yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
I gotta disagree with Snipes. There's an X factor that the Rams has, and I see through is very calm in the pocket, and Wakanda runs a baseline defense. So if I can just sit back in the pocket and make the slight read, and just like that with Eyes' passing game, he can be going for 6 with the long bomb, and then on the defensive side, it's going to be Aaron Donald versus the Baltimore run offense, which they do a lot of inside runs, and I think Aaron Donald's going to blow that up. So I really have an eye with the upset here.
And that's a good point. We're about 20 minutes away from kickoff here. Let's talk about how we got here. So I'm going to put this graphic up, guys. This graphic's going to go through and start with the wild card and work its way through the conference, through the divisional and conference series, and then we'll go ahead and talk about it. Get this guy up for you. And there's the wild card round, of course, 7 teams in the playoffs. Let it kind of finish here, and there you have it. The 6th seed, Baltimore Ravens, versus, ironically, the 4 seed, LA Rams. So looking at this thing here, we had Kylo and the New York Jets. Kylo, you're here. You lost to Wakanda. In your loss to Wakanda, what did he do well, and how could you have maybe changed the outcome?
He did really well with, I think Doc said it well with how he plays very conservative, but he takes his shots when they're there. He definitely has a conservative. He likes to pass the ball down low and let his speedy receivers kind of make themselves, get in space and whatnot. And then Lamar Jackson just took off a few times, and he still is just Lamar Jackson. So he is a dynamic player, and he's a guy that I don't think we all know what he can do, but we haven't really talked about his impact on this game. And I think if Aaron Donald can get back there and Lamar Jackson can away, that's going to kind of nullify Aaron Donald a little bit. So I could see either one winning here, just depending on how the matchups really play out. But Wakanda does a really nice job on offense of utilizing his weapons, getting them into open spaces, and I think if he's able to do that in this game, he's going to have a good shot.
That's a good point. You look through there, he took out Chicken after you, so he and that was a close game. That was a really good game, actually, the Jets and the Ravens. He took out Chicken. And then Doc, you met him in the AFC Championship game, in one of the best games in the playoff series. So what happened in your game, and what did he do well, and what could you have done maybe to change the outcome in your game?
Yeah, after watching it back, the first quarter was just wasn't my game. I was kind of distracted for most of the quarter, and he kind of got up early, so I wasn't able to kind of play my style of play. And me having to on defense, I had to overcommit to. I had to pick either Lamar Jackson or J.K. Dobbins, and I kind of got caught up trying to adjust too much for Lamar, and J.K. Bust off a couple of big runs. He got some good plays off of, quick hikes. So it was just kind of a weird game. And then on top of that, Tyree played like the stage was too big, just tripping over old linemen on the 3rd and inches and missing throws. It was kind of a weird game for the Jags.
And then over on the NFC side, I see through you, he does enough to win the NFC West. We had kind of an inactive Seahawks team. He's bounced in and out with insurance claims, but that's not to knock what the Los Angeles Rams did, because they won games when they had to. They got into the playoffs, and they prove in that first wild card round versus Lurk God, the 13-3 Philadelphia Eagles, and he really has his way with them. He wins 35-21 versus the Eagles, and then, oh, by the way, he has to go on and play T. Hoyt and the Green Bay Packers, somebody that was really on my radar for going to the Super Bowl from the NFC, and that was a fantastic game. It came right down to the end, and it was, I believe it was kind of a bubble receiver route to the outside, last play of the game, and T. Hoyt missed, and he got into the end zone. And that's how I see through you advances. And then he plays Mr. Witness, who never makes mistakes. And Mr. Witness played a very good game, but again, I see through you wins. And he moves on here into Super Bowl 102. So to me, it's almost like just just do what you can to get into the playoffs, and anything can happen. You look at these brackets here, and you can see that. Now, looking at these brackets also, who are your guys' surprises? Who really surprised you in season 102? I guess we'll start with you, Snipes.
Well, the one person that surprised me, quite a bit actually, was Cream Date. Rookie, came out here first season. He played great with those Bills. I watched quite a few of the games that were broadcasted that he played with, and let me tell you, like he's impressive. He's an impressive kid. No, there's no doubt about it. And he more than likely eventually will become a Soden Bowl champion here. Because he did get upset obviously by Go DJ in the wild card round, which was a good game. It was a good game. He was scoring on him, but Go DJ was just too tough on him the entire game. And obviously Cream Date, his biggest thing is he needs a better running game. So I think that was his downfall for that particular game going against the Browns in the wild card round. But if you ask me throughout the regular season, he's definitely one of the guys that definitely intrigued my mind there a little bit.
And what about you, Doc? Now, you ran the Happy Hour podcast. You guys really, really knocked out every week. Your predictions were spot on. Who was your surprise team here in season 102?
I wouldn't say it's so much of a surprise because of the user, but the Washington football team with Game Time. And I mainly say that because he took on the Washington football team and went 12-2 with them, or ended up with a 12-2 record. I don't remember what the last thing was, but he took that team and made a lot of GM moves and was able to kind of turn the culture around, turn it into a winning team. The other close second, I got to go with Billy Hoyle with the Falcons. I mean, that team was just, the culture over there as well was kind of bad, and he took them to the playoffs and upset the football team at the same time. So those teams I kind of got to give a tie to. Both of those are very surprising.
And what about you, Sean? Who was your big surprise this season?
Big surprise this season, I have to say Billy Hoyle, in agreement with Doc, because just playing him in my division in the last Madden cycle, he did pretty well. But I'm just new to the Soden Bowl community, and just seeing him going from Man 20 to Man 21, go pick the Falcons and then make a huge playoff run. Took a young running back, speedy running back, and then just, basically became his main threat of offense that got him to the playoffs. So him and then knocking off the Washington football team was a huge upset, in my opinion. So I say like him was like, I kind of feel like he was the underdog in like the playoffs, but he got potential to grow. Chicago, I gotta say this to Chicago. Like when he picked the Jets, I said, okay, man, season 1, not sure what's gonna happen, but as the season came along and like the middle of the season, I said Chicago top 2 in the conference. So it's not much surprise. Like middle of the season, you said Chicago upset, but I mean Chicago a surprise. But man, Chicago been balling with the Jets. And just to say one more thing, man, I kind of knew that IC3 was gonna get to this stage, especially when he got past the Green Bay Packers that ran into some injuries. Man, that play that you just talked about a moment ago really came down to the wire, man. And so, like, when I saw him get past Green Bay, I said, I don't think I can really just slow down, man. This is his to take, really.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. To me, I think my surprise player was Cream Dape. I've got to side with Snipes on this one. 13 years old, comes into Soden Bowl, really conducted himself in a mature fashion. He's a little high on himself at times, but so is everybody in the league. But the kid's got talent. He's got stick skills. He identified himself as the new phenom. He took out Soden in the phenom bowl in week 4. Dismantled Soden's team. But he goes ahead and, oh, by the way, he's in the toughest division in the league. He's got Kylo Ren, who wins almost every other Super Bowl since he's joined Soden Bowl. You've got the Hall of Fame head coach Eat More Chicken, who, by the way, wins about every third Soden Bowl here in Soden Bowl. And then you've got Sean DeNaro, who's also a fantastic owner, rebuilding the New England Patriots. You enter Cream Dape in that division, and as Soden said, he'd be lucky to finish 9-7 and maybe lose in the wild card round, and he goes ahead and wins the division. Goes 13-3, wins that division. And he loses in the wild card round, so we got to give Soden a shout out. I'm sure he's in the chat here. He's going to remind Cream Dape he was partially right. He lost to a very good player in Go DJ. So no harm, no foul there.
13-3 is very impressive though, as a rookie season, man. Tough division.
Oh yeah,
well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely,
very impressive.
Absolutely. And let me say real quick, though, too, going back to the whole Kylo Ren and King of Wakanda, and I know we got Kylo here on the call here as well, too. But, this is a completely different bracket. In my opinion, this is a completely different bracket here if Kylo kicks that field goal. I'm just saying.
That's a very good point. That had to be...
Kylo kicks that field goal, this is a different bracket.
That had to be the most ballsiest play I have seen since Super Bowl number 2, where a certain female owner went for 2 in the win to knock out Seahawks out of the championship game in the playoffs. That's pretty ballsy, but I think Kylo takes he had a chance to actually win the game and wanted to go for 6 and ensure that the Ravens couldn't come back, and it went to overtime, and unfortunately for the Jets, it just didn't pan out after that. But you're right. I forgot about that play. That definitely is highlight worthy.
Yeah, I probably should have kicked the field goal there, but I was just like, I don't really trust my defense to stop all of his weapons like they have been the whole game, and I figured, he wasn't going to go down and score a field goal if I missed this conversion or whatever and don't score a touchdown. He has too much field to work with and no timeouts. So I was like, all right, well, maybe I can win the coin toss, and none of that happened. But that's hindsight 2020. If I make that touchdown, the game's over. If he goes down and scores a field goal, we're still in the same position of getting to overtime. So it is what it is. But we were definitely happy just to be in that position to have a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. You just wanted to give somebody else a chance to win Soden Bowl. That's what that was. He didn't want to win them all.
Right. That's what it was.
That's
go
what
with
Hoyt
that.
did too. Hoyt kind of whiffed on the goal line there. It was almost an intentional whiff. He wanted to see what I see through you could do. Number 1 draft pick, a shout out to him. He had a great season with the Kansas City Chiefs. Looking at these brackets here, Eat More Chicken really turned his season around. It looked like he was going to be a sub 500 team. He really turned that thing around. And how about Billy Hoyle, 31? Billy Hoyle wasn't even supposed to make the playoffs, and he finished at like 10-6, I believe, with the Atlanta Falcons, and really had one of the most dominant running backs in the league. That, to me, is somebody to watch out for here in Season 103. Billy Hoyle is going to come. He's going to come hard for that NFC South Division, and he's really got Mr. Witness on a dartboard right now. I think he's going to be able to take at least one game from him and really challenge him for that top spot in the NFC South.
That's going to be a fun division to watch once Billy Hoyle gets his ducks in a row with these Falcons, and depending upon the draft that takes place as well, that's going to be a very fun division to watch between those two guys.
I agree. And then game time, too, with the Redskins. He really came out of nowhere. At one point in the season, Lurkad was proclaiming himself to be an undefeated 16-0 team that nobody could beat in the regular season. And then guess who wins the division? Game time comes and really plays just a perfect second half of the season, goes 14-2, and wins that division. He almost gets that number 1 seed. I believe just a tiebreaker between him and Mr. Witness. Otherwise, he would have had that top seed.
Yeah, they matched up Game Time and Lurk. They matched up in Week 17, and that was really just a game of who takes the division. And just so happenly, it was Game Time that won into the division.
Yeah.
And getting to some of the comments here in the chat, not neglecting you guys. I've been trying to push them through here.
Chat, we got work to do here. That's why we're not neglecting you. We got work to do.
We have Cream Dape in here. We have Hall of Fame head coach Jay Cork, 87, somebody that's fantastic with building a team. He says that Ravens team is real tough. No one would know better than him. He plays them twice a season. Jay Cork, I assume he's going with the Ravens in this one. I have not looked at the sheets yet to see who picked whom. But again, those of you that are actually putting your bets in, if you lose, you're not losing Soden Bowl points. Yet that part isn't going to take place until season 103. This is just a chance to win some points. So if you lose the bet, you're not going to lose the 2,500 points. So if you want to get your last second bets in, you have approximately 5 minutes. Communicating with with King of Wakanda right now. Looks like these guys will be ready to go probably on time here. So we should have a smooth transition right into the Super Bowl. With that being said, our surprise teams. Any last words here, Snipes, on this bracket before I get rid of the bracket?
No. I mean, again, it was a great playoff across the board. I think all these guys deserve to get into the postseason, and this was, and just like Doc said earlier before we went live, this has been probably one of the more entertaining playoffs that we've had in quite some time, and definitely a ton of upsets. There's no doubt about that. I mean, some things here and there could have changed some things, but again, just a incredible playoffs and a way to start the Madden cycle. This is the way you start a Madden cycle right here, is by doing what was done here for this season 102 for these playoffs. It was fantastic.
And let me check on this with Wakanda, see where these guys are going here. Looks like they still have a few more minutes. We have an announcement to make. Now, Brandon brought up a good point. If you're not in Soden Bowl, you don't get to earn SBB points. I say let's go ahead and make that announcement. Let me get rid of this here. And we'll go ahead and make this announcement. Madden Extreme, I know you got a bunch of guys in the chat. First of all, shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shared this video with Facebook, our Facebook viewers again, and just a fantastic job. Those of you tuning in on Facebook, make sure you throw us a subscription here on YouTube. Also, we have a Soden Bowl app out now for iPhone users. Google is still awaiting approval. Once we get that, I'll let you guys know. But there is a Soden Bowl app on the marketplace. Check it out. Everything Soden Bowl is on that app. Let's get to that announcement here real quick. We'll go ahead and throw this in here. Madden Extreme NFL Greats League. Their season number 3, they are winding down on season 2. Season 3 will be an NFL Greats League. Madden Extreme is going to live up to its title and be the Extreme League of Soden Bowl. It will be a comp league, no simulation settings, no user coverage rules. It's going to be pretty much a straight-up league. There's going to be very basic sim rules like mixing up your plays. And then it's going to be an NFL Greats roster, which is cool. So every team's going to have all their great players. Each team is going to have, I believe, only 2 X Factors. So it's spread out among the 32 teams. So 2 or 3, I think they're still ironing it out. And every roster is just, it's really going to be kind of the same. There's not going to be any real weak teams out there. Sure, the 49ers and the Cowboys will probably be a little bit stronger, but you're going to have the ability to assign 2 or 3 X Factors per season, who you want those X Factors to be. So a cool idea, a really cool idea, I think, here for Madden Extreme, as they kind of establish their own identity here on Soden Bowl. You've got Soden Bowl with the Sim League, and you've got Madden Extreme here with the Comp League. I think it's a great idea. What do you guys think?
Oh, that's a great idea, man. Is Michael Vick going to be on there?
Yeah, Michael Vick will be in there. Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Johnny Unitas, everybody really is going to be in there. So it should be a great league. All ages are set to 20 too, which is something 20 that is. Something that I thought was a great idea. So that way you don't have like Drew Brees or Tom Brady retiring after season 1. So everybody starts out age 20. Salary cap is turned off, and your job is simply to win. Don't worry about managing a team. Worry about winning, using your depth chart, because you've got a lot of studs on each team. Should be a great idea. Gridiron General, welcome to the broadcast. Fantastic Xbox League. He says 49ers getting Joe Montana. They absolutely are. They have Montana. They have Steve Young. Rosters should be released probably, I'd say, in about a week. They've got about 2 weeks probably of football in Madden Extreme before they're ready. Yes, Jerry Rice will be there, John Taylor, Roger Craig.
I can't wait to make some calls on these games. I can't wait to make calls on these games, man. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I might have to sign up, really.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Doc,
idea.
You're already in Madden Extreme, so I would believe you're already in that league. But, yeah, I agree with Snipes. How fun would it be to have, Peyton Manning going up against Dan Marino, or Tom Brady versus Joe Montana? Lawrence Taylor.
Eli Manning versus Tom Brady again. He probably saw they like that.
Green Dave, speaking of Tom Brady, he says, do the Pats get Brady? Obviously they do. Tom Brady would be a Patriot. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I believe, would have Vinny Testaverde, probably Jameis Winston. I'm not sure who else would be on that team. I know Steve Young was originally drafted by the Bucs, but he played most of his career with the San Francisco 49ers. Randy Moss would be a Viking, just to answer some questions out there. Not quite sure where Dion goes. I'm sure probably the Falcons, I'd imagine. I think he spent most of his career with the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Vick obviously would be a Falcon. Randall Cunningham with the Eagles probably would be a fun team.
Barry Sanders?
Yeah, Barry Sanders, Gale Sayers.
Moss.
Yeah, should be an interesting season, to say the least. Checking up on these guys, we have, it's just about kickoff here. I asked him to let me know when he has his broadcast up. Let me just check on it and see if it is up. It is not up yet. So a couple more minutes to kill here. Again, thank you to everybody tuning in. Now Vimeo as well. Thank you to our Vimeo viewers. Again, make sure you guys check us out at sodenbowl.com. And if you have...
I just want to say one thing real quick, Soden. Just, recapping on season 102, it's been a great year, actually. We've had Heath Pickham's come in, Fantasy Football League, the daily challenges, just a lot of stuff going on in the league. It's been a great year. It may feel long, but it's been a good competitive season, and the playoff bracket has shown that. So looking forward to season 103, man, and the off season coming soon.
Yeah, the off-season schedule, shout out to Go DJ. He really has nailed this thing down. We had a Super Bowl rescheduling here due to a draft in another league, which is okay. A lot of these guys are in multiple leagues, and they already had their draft set, so we went ahead and we pushed our Super Bowl back a day to allow them to draft. And that kind of pushed the regular season, or the off-season back a day. I know JPAC and a couple others were a little bit frustrated because they want to get in and play these things, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with wanting to play and be active. But we also don't want to miss the opportunity to broadcast, especially Super Bowl 102, and two owners here that one of them will win their first Super Bowl here in Soden Bowl. So don't want to miss that opportunity as well. So one day doesn't hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Hoyt says Jeff Garcia looking at that league. I'm sure Hoyt will get in on that league. One of the best competitive Madden players I have ever seen. Hoyt.
Man, the
Sim
49ers
rules almost hold Hoyt back. You let that guy go, and he will identify your weakness, and he will cut you up until you stop
the
that
49ers
weakness.
are going to have like 10 quarterbacks on the roster.
That's crazy.
They're going to be ridiculous. They're going to be ridiculous. Think about that. Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jeff Garcia. I guess those are the main three, huh?
Yeah, Jimmy don't quite cut it.
I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo's going to make that.
You don't cut the mustard. No.
No Jimmy G love? Oh, man.
I do want to say this, though. Looking back at when I first joined the Soden Bowl community, and I was looking at all the past champions and finals MVPs, and I did not see nobody win with Michael Vick. So if anybody in the Madden Stream League, man, if you could pull out a Michael Vick win Super Bowl MVP, man, you got my utmost respect.
It's gonna be crazy,
growing up watching Michael Vick was just, he was the first Lamar Jackson, man. So just witnessing, how he changed the game up, man, is very impressive.
All right, looks like King of Wakanda's broadcast is up now as he is checking out his settings to ensure that they look good. There it is. And once they get to the controller select screen, we will take it down to the field. I really appreciate you guys jumping on here, Doc. It's been a pleasure, man. I love your insight. Love the podcast, guys. It's now on Soden Bowl and being distributed via the Soden Bowl app. That podcast is Soden Bowl Happy Hour with Doc, and then, of course, Sean Lowe's on it as well. So, Sean, thank you for jumping in here and providing your wisdom as well.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Bless up.
And then we had the vice president, my wannabe Sith Lord. Hugs and kisses. Kylo Ren, man, thanks for jumping in here. I really appreciate your insight. One of the smartest football minds to grace Soden Bowl and some pretty good stick skills to boot. I really appreciate it, my friend. Not sure if he's still with us.
He left you.
Yep, Kylo said bye. All right, guys. With that being said, Mr. Doc, Mr. Lowe, Mr. Kylo, we will catch you guys on the flip side. Go ahead and join us in the chat here, and we'll get this party started here in a few minutes. Looks like his feed is it's paused, so I'll go ahead.
We appreciate y'all.
We'll go ahead and
Most
part ways
definitely.
with you guys, so take care, guys. We will see you in the chat.
All right.
All right, fellas, get your popcorn.
All right, most definitely.
All right, Snipes, my friend. We are about ready to get this party started here. I'm waiting for Mr. Wakanda. I'm going to go ahead and send him a message here real quick. Looks like his feed is frozen, so before we get down to the field, I want to make sure that these guys are good to go. All right. So, very interesting matchup. You have Mr. Cooper Kupp and the Los Angeles Rams win their first season at SoFi Stadium, going up against my guy, The X Factor, Lamar Jackson in the Baltimore Ravens. King of Wakanda's second Super Bowl, as he corrected me in the chat.
Now, King of Wakanda, he went to one Super Bowl. He lost that Super Bowl though, right?
He did.
Okay, gotcha.
That is correct.
Gotcha.
He did. He is
So both of these guys are both of these guys then are looking for their first Soden Bowl Super Bowl win.
Yes, the winner of this game will win their first Super Bowl here in Soden Bowl. 102 regular seasons in the books. All right, checking on his broadcast here again. Looks like it's back up. I'm going to refresh it on my end. Give me 1 second here. Playoffs have been very interesting, to say the least here. A lot of upsets here in Soden Bowl, but this has been one of the more competitive seasons in Soden Bowl. It seemed like we had a lot of owners the divisions were all stacked.
Oh yeah. All the divisions were stacked. I mean, just an incredible season of 102. I mean, it was just incredible, man. And to get to this level here now, where we got two, key opponents here. Like, I mean, King of Wakanda, we know about his game already. We know what he could do. We already know what he could do as well. I've seen beginning last year's Madden, and he's got game, and everybody's now seen it here in Soden Bowl as well too. That he's got some play here, and he's definitely got some stick. He ended 8-8, not the best regular season, a 500 regular season. But the bottom line is he got into the dance, and he danced with the best of them and knocked them on the floor. And now let's see if he can do it here against King of Wakanda. And he will officially, this will be probably one of the toughest Super Bowl wins if he can get this win. If he gets this win, he had probably one of the toughest Super Bowl runs in Soden Bowl history.
And I agree, and we're going to go ahead and head down to the field here. King of Wakanda, if you're listening, you can ready up, or I will tell you here in a few seconds to ready up. We're going to head down to the field, and we have a special little video made by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Snipes Television, after the Soden Bowl logo. All right, outstanding video as we are ready to get this party started. Mr. Wakanda is going to ready up here. A look at these two teams. The Baltimore Ravens, absolutely loaded on offense. And then the Los Angeles Rams, who are no slouch themselves. Looking at Hall, the 1,000-yard receiver, as Doc said, speedster. And then the Cooper Kupp. And Mr. Snipes, fan favorite, thanks to the NFC Championship game. There's a look at both quarterbacks. 96 overall, superstar X Factor. Lamar Jackson, and 78 overall, Jared Goff. Now, Goff is no slouch. Goff has really stepped up his game. He's thrown for over 4,000 yards. as we get down to the field here, and Super Bowl 102 is ready to kick off. And here we go. Season 102 is about to be in the books, Mr. Snipes. Are you ready?
I am ready to see these boys in action. I cannot wait for this thing to start up. We are here, season 102 in the books after this one. Who is going to take this championship for the first time in Soden Bowl?
And we have a dinger to start the game. And the Los Angeles Rams will get the football first. Here to start season 102, Super Bowl 102, excuse me.
So obviously here with the Rams, Goff is coming out here, and again, almost 5,000 yards passing with 44 touchdowns in the regular season. And, now, coming out here, man, I just want to see him air it out.
And Jared Goff under center, power formation here. And there's the 1,000-yard running back, Akers, with a nice hole and up to the 33-yard line, a gain of 8. And the Rams with the football first. We will go ahead and introduce the Rams lineup here for you. Jared Goff at quarterback, 78 overall. Cooper Kupp at wide receiver, and then he just missed 1,000 yards. Hall, the other wide receiver, and over on defense, we've got Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, two outstanding defenders. Superstar X Factor, 99 overall. Aaron Donald will be a force as Goff will go under center again. Single back formation, two tight ends on the field. And there's a give to Akers and a first down.
Hey, look, that's how you're going to start it up. This is the first drive. This is that let me get the cobwebs out of my gameplay drive right here. Get a couple runs, out the gate. Try to get some things going eventually with my receivers. But he just wants to slow the game down first, get some things started. Because, again, Baltimore, they could come out and just score with the best of them.
And a first down and 10. Opening drive here, Super Bowl 102. Appreciate the kind words, swing. All bets are final now in the chat as Goff is back to throw, and he's throwing a deep post into coverage and almost intercepted.
Wow. Right there, and just almost had three guys had an opportunity to pick that ball off. Definitely don't want to start forcing things. I mean, you just ran the ball twice. You got a first down. Keep the running game going a little bit, man. Again, get the cobwebs out the game first. Don't mess up on King of Wakanda because you won't come back from it.
And we have a second down and 10 from the 37 to give to the 1,000-yard running back, Akers, and great defensive pursuit on that. Minimal gain of 2, third down and 8.
And now an important third down right here for the Rams offense. Let's see if they can get some things going. Again, this defense for the Ravens, number 1 ranked defense. That guy right there that he's got control of, Patrick Queen, he is something special in this game, let me tell you.
And on third down, all day to throw, and he has a seam route for a first down into Raven territory. Tyler Higbee with the reception, a gain of 29.
Wow, Tyler Higbee, their leading receiver in the regular season. He only had 880 yards, but he had 71 receptions. The leading receiver on this team. Fantastic job there by finding Higbee.
And we have a first down and 10 now in Raven territory. Opening drive, single back formation again, something the Rams love to do. Goff under center. He throws an out route, not a bounds. Looks like he loses a yard on the play. Second down and 11.
Yeah, not a good call right there. Could continue to just run the football. You got a nice conversion there on third down. Got the first. Get the running game back together because, again, Akers is going to be your go-to guy. Akers is a solid runner. Almost had 1,400 yards in the regular season and 10 touchdowns for you. You got to give him the ball a little bit. Put some trust in him.
Second down and 11 now from the 33-yard line. Defense pressing the line. Goff now in the gun. Akers in the backfield. Wakanda controlling the middle linebacker. Goff with great protection all day to throw, and throws over the middle into coverage, and there's the interception. Picked off. And let's take a look at that play.
See, this is what we're talking about here. I just talked about him a second ago. Patrick Queen is a problem, and that's the problem that he will give you. He's a coverage guy. He can cover anybody on the field. Great job on defense by King of Wakanda, putting it together, and now he's got the ball back here with Lamar Jackson at the helm.
And Lamar Jackson there hit as he throws. Lucky that was not a fumble. Here's a look at the Baltimore Ravens. You got Lamar Jackson, the X factor, 96 overall. You got Hollywood Brown at wide receiver. Duvernay also at wide receiver, almost 1,000 yards. You got the 1,000-yard running back Dobbins. And then you have Calais Campbell at defensive end, and Marcus Peters having a great season with the Ravens at cornerback. So another great combination of corners and defensive line for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, most definitely. That's the reason why they're the #1 ranked defense here. Marcus Peters had 7 picks on the year. So definitely a solid defense across the board. But offense, let's see what they can do here.
And Lamar Jackson lets a duck go on that one. Wild throw. Lucky that's not intercepted, in a 3-and-out for the Baltimore Ravens here to start Super Bowl 102. The Rams are going to get the ball back and should get pretty good field position, as the Ravens are going to have to punt it from the 18-yard line.
And now we talked about this during the pregame, that this Rams defense can be disruptive at times. They were, I think, the 27th ranked or 26th ranked defense or something like that. But this is a very disruptive defense led by Aaron Donald, and they were very disruptive on this drive. So it's a great job already, and they're already going to get great field position. This is a great job by the defense.
And Henderson will return it up to the 43-yard line. That is where the Rams will take over with their second possession here in Super Bowl 102.
So now the second time now getting the ball. Now the cobweb should be out a little bit. He's still got a little bit of cleaning up to do. So let's see what he can do here on the second drive and get at least 3 on the board.
And that's 16 yards on 4 carries now for Akers. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for I See Through You. I See Through You, 8-8 on the season. The Cinderella team here in Soden Bowl.
Definitely the Cinderella team, but in these playoffs, he's not played like Cinderella at all. He was the underdog in every single game, and probably in this game as well too. But again, we all picked him, and wow.
And there is an interception. He's got room to work down the right side. There is a flag on the play. The interception will count, but that's going to be a holding call. And it is.
Wow.
We'll go ahead and take a look at the interception. Will count.
I believe that was Marcus Peters, if I'm not mistaken. I think that number 24. Is that Marcus Peters? I think that is. Again, just solid coverage here by this #1 ranked defense. I mean, he's going to have to figure some things out, man. He's had 2 attempts now at this thing. He's got to figure it out. He's got to figure it out now, or it's going to be a long day here for the Rams.
And J.K. Dobbins with a carry, a gain of 7 on the play. And the Ravens now with great field position, 2nd down and 3. On their own 45-yard line, a 3-and-out last drive for the Ravens. And Jackson onto the gun. He's going to give it again up the middle, powering forward, and a 1st down. Dobbins with good speed and very good power.
Indeed, man. J.K. Dobbins almost 2,000 yards rushing in the regular season, and he's gonna be a guy that he's gonna use a lot. And like you said, like they talked about in the pregame, again, he's gonna try to hold this ball for as long as he can.
And there's an interception. That is Jalen Ramsey with the pick. He is touched down on the 35-yard line. Here you go, Snipes.
Man, that is why you pay that man the big bucks. Diving interception there by JR. And, man, he didn't get the opportunity to take it to the crib, but he got to dance around a little bit and show off there on defense. A great job by the Rams D.
And Rams with a power formation here, flip the fullback to the right side. And they're going to give the ball. It's a counter and a spin move by Brown. Brown not the most fleet of foot, but he does have good power and a gain of 5.
If he didn't spin there, that's a first down, though. You know what I mean? Again, a good run call, and he's definitely not the fleet of foot. But again, a good run call. If he did not spin, that is a first down there, no doubt about it.
And Jared Goff moving back under center. Defense pressing the receivers here. They have to be careful because Cooper Kupp and Hall can get down the field in a hurry. And that's a give to Akers and a nice carry. Here's your man, Mr. Snipes. Cooper Kupp.
Man, Cooper Kupp, man, in that NFC Championship game, he just gave me chills, man. When he got that block, the pancake block, and then got a chip block on the same play. You talk about heart and work and effort. This dude can do it for you in this game.
And from the gun, Jared Goff, he's got Akers in the backfield. 4 wide receivers back to throw. Great protection again. He's going to wind up, and that is a drop, it looks like. It is, and that's going to force a punt, and we just jinked Cooper Kupp on that play as he drops a 3rd down reception. Ball thrown low and away.
I won't call that a jinx, though, because he had Marcus Peters on him. Again, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. And he had Marcus Peters on him. And he broke the pass up. So the bottom line, like, the pass was there. He threw it where it could be, where it should be, but instead of getting an interception. So that's actually a great pass. That was just better defense.
And we have the boss checking in. M. Soden checks in, says, nice graphics. I appreciate that because she did help put some of them together. Jalen Ramsey's X Factor is enabled on the left side. And there is a give up the middle and a huge hole and one man to beat, but a great user tackle by I See Through You, Dobbins. Dobbins with a big carry as he crosses the yard to gain up to the 38-yard line. Now 1st down and 10 with just over a minute left in the first quarter. A defensive battle here in Super Bowl 102. And another carry up the middle. Cream Dape, we missed this, but Cream Dape is right. That was almost a block punt there, Snipes. Almost a big play.
Yeah, it was. I did see that. We didn't get a chance to mention it, but that was definitely almost a block. That would have been something else.
46 seconds left in the first quarter. You have the Baltimore Ravens, the 11-5 Baltimore Ravens, and the 8-8 Los Angeles Rams. Winner of this game will win their first ever Super Bowl here in Soden Bowl. 102 regular seasons in the books as Dobbins with a nice carry crosses midfield to the 49-yard line.
Hey, again, Dobbins is staying real active in this game here as we're about to end the first quarter. But Dobbins is staying active in the game, and now, near the end of this first quarter, I think both of these guys have started to feel each other out, and we might start seeing a little bit more offense.
And there's a give up the middle again. Powering forward is Dobbins up to the 40-yard line, and that will close out the first quarter here in Super Bowl 102, a scoreless game.
Great game so far, man. Again, that first quarter, guys, that first quarter was just a feel-out quarter. Now I think we're going to see a little bit more offense between each guy, but who is going to put the points up? Let's see what happens.
And 2nd down and 1 from the 40. Why not? Give it to him again, and a first down. Dobbins now with a smooth 55 yards on 8 carries. Heartless, I appreciate the kind words. A very good graphical artist in Heartless. Make sure you guys check out his work on Twitter. Giving us a shout out. Really appreciate that. And the Ravens here looking to strike first blood as they enter just about field goal range. At least a shot from here is possible on the 39-yard line. From the gun, Dobbins in the backfield. Hollywood Brown in the slot. There's a give to Dobbins going up the middle, but the defense is there. Brockers with a nice tackle. 2nd down and 8 from the 36-yard line.
Well, right now you got to say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now the running game is not broken for Baltimore, so don't fix it. Continue to ground and pound, just like they said in the chat. Ground and pound right now. Keep it going. You know what I mean? You're at least in field goal range. Just keep these chains moving. That's all you have to do at this point. No mistakes here.
And from the gun, Lamar Jackson He has Dobbins in the backfield. Brown in the slot again. Back to throw. It's an arrow route to Dobbins, who survives a huge hit and then gets leveled on the second hit. Now we had my player. Here's my player of the game. And no better time to show it than now, the X Factor, Lamar Jackson. What a season for Lamar Jackson. 3,900 regular season yards passing, 35 touchdowns. And again, just somebody that is really the staple of this Ravens offense. And a 3rd down and 1 and blown up in the backfield. Aaron Donald, the X Factor for the Rams, says he can do it too.
And that's what Aaron Donald does, man. We talked about that as well, too, earlier in the broadcast. That's what Aaron Donald does. He disrupts offenses, and he did just that there. That was a great drive going for King of Wakanda. But end of the day, man, Aaron Donald's the one that shut it down on defense, and it's only a 3-0 game.
And the Ravens strike first blood as Henderson will take a knee in the end zone. The Rams' 3rd possession here of the game.
Rams got to put some things. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
5 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first half. That man is a beast, says SL Controlled. He is. He has really dominated since week 16 on for the Rams. Aaron Donald's been a force. As we go empty formation, Cooper Kupp in the slot on that right side. I'm sure Snipes is watching him. As Goff calling signals back to throw again. Great protection for Jared Goff. All day to throw. He throws an adjusted route that is knocked away on the play.
That was great defense. That was a great defensive call. You said I was watching Kupp, and so was that defense. That defense had him covered across the board. I think King of Wakanda knows right now who he might try to go for on a regular basis. You might have to focus more on other players other than Kupp. And obviously there, he didn't make the mistake in throwing the ball to Kupp, because that would have probably been yet another interception. So a good job in there not forcing anything. That's going to be key now at this point. Just don't force anything.
2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Goff from the gun. Akers in at running back. 2 tight ends on the right side. And back to throw. Great protection again for Jared Goff. And he's got an out route. A nice toe tap and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
The funny thing about that play right there, too, is good that he actually found the receiver, because no one else was open. No one else was open there. Everything is covered right now by Wakanda. Wakanda is coming out with lights-out defense currently in this game.
And the defense pressing up at the line, looking for the run. Single back formation. Akers in the game at running back. Goff changing the play. Play clock ticking down. 7 seconds. He's going to have to get the snap off. He does. He's going to throw on 3rd down and 2, and he has an open receiver. That is your man, Cooper Kupp, with the reception.
And he found him on that play right there. That's a good job in finding Kupp. Again, Kupp is one of, and we talked about this earlier, Soden, that Kupp is one of the better route runners in this league. He's one of the better route runners in this league, so he could definitely get you yardage when you need it. He doesn't have to have a 100-yard game to be an MVP, I'm telling you.
In a single back formation, 2 tight ends on the right side. Tight end moving right to left. That is Everett. Now he comes back to the right side. It's going to be a run to Akers. And he somehow gets by that Mike on the play, but it is tackled for just a gain of 1. Humphrey on the tackle. Looked like that play had big yardage on it, but somehow that tight end missed the block.
Yeah, the tight end missed the block there, but then on top of that, just spinning way too much. Too much dancing in the backfield. It could definitely hurt you. Got to relax with the spinning a little bit.
2nd down and 9 from the gun. They cross midfield up to the 47-yard line. Back to throw. He hands it off to Akers. And Akers powers forward to the 39-yard line, 25 yards on 5 carries. We have a bruised shoulder for one of the offensive linemen for the Rams. He should be back soon.
So you saw what he did there, basically. The first run, spinning too much, didn't get much of anything. Right after that, he just gets a nice run up the middle, gets the 1st down, no spinning or anything. Just chug forward. That's all you have to do running this football. No reason to go crazy and try to make a highlight play.
And Wakanda selling out on the run here. 3rd down and 1. Goff under center, now backing off. Play clock ticking down. They're going to go ahead and give it to Akers, and he is tackled. He did not get there. 4th down and 1 from the 40. Go time, Snipes?
Man, I don't know yet, man, because you got Calais in there. So I don't know if it's go time right now, but it's the Super Bowl. I think he's going to do it.
And here you have it. I see through you, trying to look through this defense. 4th down and 1, and they snap it. It's a fake. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver down the left side. Cooper Kupp, and out, just out of his reach.
Oh, my gosh. Cooper, give me a cup of gas. Had him toasted, and he just overthrows him. What a call right there. That was a great call.
It was. He had him fooled. Just Jared Goff just put a little bit too much on it. Now Lamar Jackson and the league's top-rated offense take over on the 40-yard line. Kind of a snug formation here as Dobbins is in the backfield at running back, and they're going to give the ball to Dobbins, trying to go up the middle. And a great tackle made by the Rams defensive line. 2nd down and 8. Shout out to this Rams defense.
Absolutely. This Rams defense, man, Robinson on that tackle, that was a great tackle. He got right off of that chip block and made that tackle. That was a fantastic job. This front line is playing lights out.
And Jackson and company, power formation. Jackson back to throw, pressure, and swatted down. Great job by the linebacker getting up and knocking it down. Duvernay was open on the play.
Yes, he was. I was just about to say that. Oh, my gosh, he took the words right out of my mouth, bro. Like, he was wide open. And they got so lucky on that play to get that tip, man. But wide open ball, Duvernay would have had a great shot at a score.
And 3rd down and 8 for Jackson and company. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Out of the gun, Dobbins is in the backfield. Back to throw is Lamar. He has a quick out, a dangerous throw, and that is intercepted. Picked off on the play.
Wow, Burgess, what a great pick right there. He had Duvernay in that slot too. But listen, you're testing this defense of the Rams. Again, ranked 27th. And these guys are just playing like lights out right now. And what in the world?
And we are in the broadcast camera. And Jared Goff overshoots another receiver on that one, but great coverage on the play.
Well, 2nd and 10 here.
Goff and company with great field position on the 48-yard line. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first half. As Goff will operate under center, trips to the left. They're going to give the ball up the middle to Akers. And Akers gets a couple now, just 28 yards on 9 carries for Cam Akers, a 1,000-yard running back for the Los Angeles Rams. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Both of these defense, man, have just been balling so far. I mean, I just don't know at this point, man. Like, you know, I picked the Rams. It's tough to pick against the Ravens, but I just don't know right now. Both of these, look at this.
And there is the sack. Calais Campbell, we talked about him in the pregame. That's a huge sack. That brings up another 4th down. This Los Angeles Rams offense is struggling, and they're going to have to punt the football here from the 43-yard line. 4th down and 18 as we hit the 2-minute warning.
This has been a bad offensive first half for the Rams. They have not been able to do much of anything at this point, and Campbell and Peters have been staples in this defense, for the Ravens so far. Peters already has an interception. Campbell just got his first sack. I mean, it's just been an epic ball game for this defense thus far in this first half.
And Johnny Hecker back to punt, trying to pin the Ravens back inside the 20 here. Play clock ticking down, and a flag on the play. Either he's trying to give himself a little bit more room, or the game just wouldn't let him snap the football. 4th down and 23 now from the 38-yard line. It's going to give Hecker a little bit more room to try to pin the Ravens deep, the best punter in the league. And a shout out to Allied Plumbing and Heat. Robert Williams, appreciate you joining the broadcast. Our sponsor, Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust in the Colorado Springs area. And Hecker gets the punt away, angling it to the right side. He's going to catch it at about the 12-yard line. And he does get out past the 20. A nice move by Anthony Thomas to get that football out and avoid that hit. First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. They have all 3 timeouts. 1:52 left here in the first half. Ravens lead 3-0 in a defensive battle. And anything can happen here, Sterling. Again, the under-over was 49. Ravens, the 8-point favorite in this game. Right now, Rams winning that one as the Ravens only lead 3-0. Obviously, the under-over doesn't look very good unless it's an explosive second half. First down and 10 from the 23. Ravens from the gun. Dobbins in the backfield to give to Dobbins a huge hole. And a nice gain up to the 29-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And Jackson from the gun. There's a give up the middle and a first down for Dobbins as he is still rumbling up to the 38-yard line.
That was a great job there by Dobbins getting away from that tackle, because he would have been tackled for either no gain or a loss, but he had just enough speed to get away and gets the first down on the play. With a $1:13 left, again, I mean, even if he puts up another set of 3 here, he'll have a solid lead. This has been an incredible defensive battle.
And a nice crossing route, something Kylo talked about in the pregame, what the Ravens do best. Getting those crossers, letting them do the work. Hurry up offense here. 2nd down and 3 from the 45 as Jackson will drop back to throw another crosser. And a first down to Hollywood Brown as they cross midfield up to the 48-yard line. And they spike it. Stopping the clock with 37 seconds left here. All 3 timeouts. Ball on the Ram 48-yard line.
The crosses are open right now. I mean, he picked out a few plays. Crosses are open. He's taking those crosses. He's taking what the defense is giving him. You know, Aaron Donald right now, it looks like he's being double teamed. So he can't really get in there like he wants to. So, again, a great job right now by the Ravens on offense.
And we have a flare out to Dobbins and a nice little gain as he gets close to field goal range here, and they burn their first timeout with 31 seconds left. 3rd down and 5.
There you go. Dobbins right now, again, you're just throwing it to your check downs. You know, you don't have to have a crazy amount of yards. I mean, this is the Super Bowl. You want to win this ball game, no matter how ugly it is. You just want the dub. That's it. Both of these guys are looking for their first Soden Bowl Super Bowl.
And Jackson out of the gun, back to throw on 3rd down. Great protection, and he throws the interception. Picked off by the Rams, and there is green grass in front of him, and taking it to the house. I see through you, takes the lead.
Wow. I mean, what more can you say? This defense steps up like no other. Stays legit in one spot. Could have went to the other with the other defender, the other offensive player, and decided not to. Stays in this area and gets a huge touchdown and now takes a 7-3 lead. That was huge.
And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Rams on defense now lead 7-3 as Gridiron Generals said he loves defensive games, and there you have it. The defense is winning 7-3 right now.
Man, the defense stepped up right there, that's for sure. Let me apologize real quick. I couldn't talk for a second. I got so excited about the defense. I love defensive touchdowns. Just love them.
And Lamar Jackson, empty formation. We'll give you some full screen action here. 19 seconds, 2 timeouts from the 25-yard line as Jackson will drop back to throw, and he has a crosser here. He hits the crosser and out of bounds with a first down. Nice gain up to the 39-yard line. Now 5 of 11 is Lamar Jackson, but he did throw that pick 6. Boykin on the reception, his first catch of the game.
Man, I'm going to tell you what right now, the way the way Jackson is playing, Baltimore can't win this game. He's thrown 3 interceptions already. He's got to start making some better decisions. And see, even that right there, that's a better decision instead of throwing a pick. And that's what he has to do at this point. 3 picks already in the first half. That's not going to win it for the Ravens.
And it's surprising the Rams don't have more points off of it. I know they failed on that 4th down on what should have been a touchdown pass to Cooper Kupp. Goff misfired. Otherwise, it'd be a 14-3 game right now. As Jackson, empty formation. Looks like a verticals play coming here with 8 seconds left as Jackson will drop back to throw. And he hits the check down to the running back and a first down, and they get the timeout off with 2 seconds left here in the first half. They do have one more timeout, but not enough time on the clock. And they are on the 48-yard line. It would be a 65-yard field goal.
He's not hitting no 65-yard field goal. He's just going to have to just chuck this thing into the end zone.
Defense in the prevent as Jackson with a play-action pass back to throw. Deep drop back. He's going to fire down the left side. Has a receiver and a touchdown. Amazing.
What a play for Hollywood Brown. What can Brown do for you? Score touchdowns just like that and get back in this ball game and take a 10-7 lead after the extra point. Wow.
And who needs a Hail Mary when you can operate out of a play action from the I formation and get separation with Hollywood Brown like that? What can Brown do for you? He gives you the lead.
Exactly.
9-7, pending the extra point. And this game has broke out here. And the kick is up, and it is good. In 4 plays, they go 74 yards in 19 seconds.
Wow.
Only in Madden fashion can that happen, and it does. And a shout out to Wakanda, not panicking, calling a good play, and now gaining the lead 10-7 now as the Ravens with 100 yards passing and with 3 first-half interceptions lead 10-7.
Wow. Wow.
We're gonna skip the halftime show here, mainly because I forgot about it. A fast-moving game here, but we're gonna go ahead. After this play, we have an announcement to make for Madden Extreme. We'll make that again for them as Lamar Jackson out in the gun. And Dobbins in motion right to left. Jackson back to throw. He throws the swing route. And Dobbins with a nice gain out of bounds. Madden Extreme NFL Greats League will kick off at the conclusion of their 2nd season. Those of you interested, Madden Extreme, we have a pause in the action here. Madden Extreme will be hosting an NFL Greats League, and it is a comp league. Very basic sim rules, no coverage rules. All teams will have their greats. Every team will have an equal number of X factors on the team. A pure competitive league. So Madden Extreme making a niche here in Soden Bowl. You have Soden Bowl with the Sim League, and you have Madden Extreme living up to their name with a comp-style league. Almost tournament-style rules each game. So it should be a fantastic game. Guys like Barry Sanders, Joe Montana, Deion Sanders, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, all on the same team. Should be a great, great league. Can't wait to get that thing started.
Most definitely. And I definitely can't wait to make some calls on that game, on those games, because those are going to be epic. That's going to be epic to be able to call a Lawrence Taylor play game. Oh, man, that's going to be great.
And we are back for second half action. We'll get to a commercial here in a second. Actually, let me put this away. We have to pay the bills here as we have Rob Williams in the house, one of our sponsors. And Lamar Jackson throwing a swing pass out to the right side. And let's pay some bills. Big shout out to Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust in the Colorado Springs area. 3rd down and 5, second half football. Here on the Soden Bowl Network, I'm S. Soden, and I'm joined tonight with the man, the myth, the legend, Snipes Television. Here for Super Bowl 102. And it looks like my man Lamar Jackson is starting to heat up a little bit here. And that's my player to watch this game, the X Factor, Lamar Jackson. As we enter the third quarter, Ravens leading 10-7. Lamar Jackson, and he throws over the middle, and that should have been picked.
We sat there talking about him looking a lot better, and he throws an illmatic ball like that. Again, you threw a pick six already. Look, your defense is playing phenomenal. Don't give the Rams a game by having this type of offense. Just, you got a one-hitter quitter in the end of the second quarter. That might not happen again.
J.K. Dobbins now bringing up a 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Dobbins has had a quiet as kept, good ball game running the football. He's a great receiver as well too. I think he's got 1 or 2 receptions in this ball game. Also, he's a great receiving back this year as well. And let's see if he's just going to continue on to just get to the checkdowns and get first downs here.
And great defensive penetration on the play, blown up in the backfield. That will force a 4th down and 6. And the Rams respond, forcing a punt.
And Floyd gets in the mix there to get that stop. That's a huge stop right there for this Rams team. Now the offense has to get out here and make something happen.
Angling the punt to the sideline. Henderson fields it, takes a shot, rolls off of it, and moves out past the 22-yard line. How did we get here, Mr. Snipes? This is how.
It was a serious task. But he got through Lurk God, T. Hoyt, and I see through the Rams did. King of Wakanda got through Kylo Ren, got through Eat More Chicken, and then beat Doc. Doc had one of the better records in the league with those Jags. He did a fantastic job with those Jags. And again, just a great job between both guys getting to this situation. And now they have an opportunity to win their first Soden Bowl Super Bowl.
And 2nd down and 4. Rams trying to reestablish the lead here in the 3rd quarter. 5 minutes left. Goff under center, 2 tight ends on the right. Strong side to that right. His defense pinches the line. Akers in the backfield. And he's going to hand the ball to Akers, who sneaks through the hole there. Looks like the Ravens had that. But a nice job by Akers, moving it up and making it a 3rd down and 2.
Man, looking at that play right there, did you see how Calais Campbell is just destroying this offensive line? It's just too much that this guy is doing right now. He's got the ball. They got the bowling ball active without it being active. He has been absolutely incredible so far in this game defensively.
And there's a give to Akers. It's a fake. Goff back to throw. Has a receiver down the left side, and that is going to be interference. Not sure if I like the flag on that one. They flag Marcus Peters for it, and they take the penalty up to the 40-yard line now. Is the Los Angeles Rams. A big penalty by the Ravens.
Not a fan of that call at all. You got to let them play their refs. You got to let them play. That was not interference at all. You got to let these guys play football.
As Goff will come out of the gun, he throws a crossing route to Akers. And he's close to another 1st down now, just 5 of 12, 63 yards. Is Jared Goff. Akers with his first reception goes for 9, 2nd and 1.
At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
And from the gun, Goff back to throw. Great protection, rolling out to the right now, and he's going to throw the ball away. Great coverage by the Ravens on that play.
That was fantastic coverage, and most importantly for the Rams, that was smart to just get the ball out of bounds because everybody was obviously covered. But more importantly now, you have an opportunity to tie this football game up. Don't lose, don't take any sacks now, and don't throw a pick here now at this point. Run the football, 3rd and 1.
And he throws a crossing route, a contested reception made for a 1st down, just the 6th completion by Jared Goff. Rams now with 101 total yards of offense. That's the tight end Everett with his 2nd reception of the game. Great job pulling that in for the first down.
That was a ballsy call right there, that's for sure.
As Goff is under center, single back formation, strong side to the right, 3 tight ends on the right side. And they're going to run to the right side as Akers, who kind of cuts it back up to the middle. Minimal gain. Simone Boy says, COVID refs. In action.
Yeah, he might be right there. But that call was not, that pass interference call was not a good pass interference call at all.
And we have a 2nd down and 9. Ravens pressing the box here. Trips to the right for the Rams. Akers the lone running back in the backfield. Cooper Kupp the lone receiver out on the left side as Goff will throw. And he checks it down again. That's Tyler Higbee with another reception up to the 16-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Higbee's 3rd catch of the game. He has 3 catches, 33 yards. Peters with the tackle.
Now, again, it's getting close now. It's near the end of the 3rd quarter here. You have to just be smart about it. The last 3rd down that you had, you got with a play action. You luckily got the 1st down. Just be careful here at this point. You have the opportunity to tie the football game up.
And from the gun, 3rd down and 4. Akers in the backfield. They're going to give it to Akers, trying to great cutback. He's trying to run it to the right, and a beautiful cutback on the play.
That was absolutely gorgeous to get that cutback right there. Just get in there to get that 1st down again. He did the right thing. Just run the football, move the chains, get closer to the end zone here. You can continue to run the ball at this point.
And they do. That's a counter. Brown enters the game, and Brown is taken down for a gain of absolutely nothing. Actually, he loses a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, not a good call right there, running the counter. You may want to keep the counters out of the playbook here against this Ravens defense, especially dealing with Campbell in that middle. You want to chill with the counters.
And I believe we do have the Eagles owner. He has not been notified yet. We will get to that right after the Super Bowl. As Goff is hit as he throws, and he catches it behind the line of scrimmage as Akers. And he's going to lose a couple yards on this play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12.
I'm not sure what happened there to that defender. He started jogging after his wideout caught that football. I don't know what in the world happened with him there, but nonetheless, it's still great defense. He got hit, but that was just an odd situation there. That's Madden for you sometimes, though.
An empty formation is Goff. 3rd down and 12. Needs to get to the 2-yard line for a 1st down. As he will drop back to throw, he throws a screen pass to Robert Woods, and he's going to be close to the yard to gain, and he's in. Touchdown, Rams.
Robert taking them to the woods. Gets the big play right here for the TD. A beautiful bubble route. And gets in there for the easy touchdown. A great job by Robert Woods. And now they took the lead in this one. Great, fantastic job.
And we slowed it down there for you, Mr. Snipes. Slowed it down for the hit, and a great job of bouncing off that would-be tackle for the touchdown. And I see through you. Looking through this Ravens defense with a 4-point lead, 14-10, with 3 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
This has been an epic Super Bowl so far. Look, these guys, man, these guys are trying so hard to they want this bowl so bad. They can taste it right now.
And the safety moving up in the box on the left side, controlled by IC through you, looking for the run, and he runs right smack into the back of his own blocker.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
As that will take us to the 4th quarter. Snipes, let us know.
Put your 4s up in the chat, gentlemen. It is the 4th quarter. I want to see all the 4s up in the chat. Let's go.
As Lamar Jackson, empty formation, back to throw, and he hits the check down again. What a hit. Absolutely took him out.
Complete to J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins somehow hangs on to the football. 3rd down and 5. Ravens with a huge 3rd down conversion here. And from the gun, Lamar Jackson needs 5 to keep this drive alive. And he will drop back to throw. Great protection. He's going to throw the ball deep down the seam, and he has a receiver open and a first down.
That's a beautiful seam route right there. Way to just read that. Take your time and throw a nice dot straight up for the first down. A fantastic read right there. He needs a touchdown here, though. Needs a touchdown.
As Jackson operating from the gun, he gives the ball to Dobbins. A nice hold to the right side, and Dobbins bouncing it out to the outside and down to the 15-yard line. Congratulations, Platinum Wolf. Your fours in the chat have won you 2,500 SBP, courtesy of Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. Make sure you post in the support and cash in your prize, 2,500 Soden Bowl points. And our random put your fours up in the chat.
Love it, love it.
Doc says, great throw by Lamar. Guys, check out the Soden Bowl Happy Hour podcast. Wow, Hollywood Brown came out of nowhere to make that catch. Dangerous throw, but a good catch. That'll give us a 2nd down and 4 from the 9-yard line. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, left in Super Bowl 102. Soden Bowl, and everybody watching, again, thanks to everybody on Facebook and Vimeo also tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe. Who is your MVP so far here in Super Bowl 102? And we
it's
have a
hard
flag
to call
on the play.
Where'd they? Oh, it must have been a offsides, because they went back from 2nd and 4 to 2nd and 9, so it was an offsides because you didn't see what happened there. Wow. Who's it back a bit?
Football back, 2nd down and 9 from the 14-yard line. Lamar Jackson and company trying to regain the lead here in Super Bowl 102. He has a leak out to Dobbins. A nice tackle, takes his feet out from under him. But the damage is done. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
It's a gain of 8.
Listen, right now, if you want to talk about a MVP right now, if Baltimore could pull this thing out, it might be J.K. Dobbins, because Dobbins has a bunch of carries. He's already got, I think, 6 or 7 receptions. He's just been a Swiss Army knife on this offense today.
3rd and 1. There's a give to Dobbins up the middle, and look at that. He powers through Aaron Donald for a 1st down and goal from the 5.
And sitting now at, he has 18 carries now for 95 yards. 18 carries for 95 yards, has 7 receptions. And just, again, the Swiss Army knife right now. This guy, and just pummeling for 1st downs. That's MVP status right there.
I formation, a give to Dobbins again, trying to go to the right side, and look at the penetration. Great job by I See Through You, shooting that gap and getting a tackle on the 4-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
It is buckle down time right now for this defense of the Rams. They need a huge stop here. They need to hold them to at least just a field goal. They got to hold it down here.
And there is an RPO and almost intercepted. Almost ended the game on that play. As Gridiron General says, time to buckle down as well.
There
3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Maybe the play of the game here.
This right here defensively is the play of the game for the Rams here. Rams can get this stop and hold it to a field goal. They have a great shot at just running clock and taking this W.
And from the pistol formation, Lamar Jackson. A threat to keep it here. His defense is all up in the box here. And Jackson's going to drop back to throw. He's going to roll out to the right. He may keep this thing. He checks it down the last second to the corner of the end zone. And it looks like he has it.
That is an incredible play by Lamar Jackson. Waited for the time, and look at the dot right here. Gets it right there, keeps 2 feet in bounds, and gets the touchdown on the play. A fantastic play there by Lamar Jackson.
And the Ravens take the lead 17-14 with just over 4 minutes left in the game.
So I think right now, what we have to think about with the Rams, you can still take your time. You have no reason to rush. 4:10 remaining in this game. You're down by a field goal. Take your time. No mistakes. No mistakes here.
And Goff with the play action. Great block by the running back, and nice job throwing that over the defender to Tyler Higbee for a Ram first down. And just like that, the Rams are out to the 47-yard line. Single back formation. Receiver in motion right to left, and they're going to pitch it out to Akers. Nice crack block on the right by Everett. But the defense does a great job of filling the gap. 2nd down and 9. Gridiron Generals wants overtime, Snipes.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind it either, because it's just been such a great game across the board. A low-scoring ball game like we talked about. You know, these guys didn't put up a whole pound of points, man. It's been an all-defensive battle. Can't ask for nothing better.
And blown up in the backfield. Akers loses a few yards. Calais Campbell now getting in on the action. 3rd down and 12. A huge 3rd down here for the Rams as we're closing in on the 2-minute warning.
Calais Campbell is just too much. He's too much, man. You got to double him like every time, and even when you double him, it's going to be a problem.
And he checks it down. Looks like that is actually Hall getting in on his first reception of the game. That'll bring up a 4th down and 6. Hall has blazing speed, a 1,000-yard receiver for the Rams. When he lines up on the outside, the defense kind of plays back on that one, and why not? Just run up about 6 or 7 yards and stop. And the defender just keeps running. 4th down and 6. Game on the line. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left. Empty formation. Kupp in the slot on the left side. Looks like Wakanda's going to control the safety, Smith. As Goff is adjusting the routes, he'll drop back to throw. Great protection. He throws over the middle, and that looks like a reception. It is Robert Woods with another big catch.
Robert Woods already has a huge touchdown pass reception, and now gets this huge reception here close to the 2-minute warning. That was clutch right there. Robert Woods, he might have won MVP right there if they could pull this game off.
Robert Woods now with 2 huge receptions, the touchdown and the 4th down conversion as we hit the 2-minute warning. Here on the Soden Bowl Network, I'm S. Soden. I'm joined tonight with the man, the myth, the legend, Snipes Television. Again, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust in the Colorado Springs area. You're watching Super Bowl 102. A classic here. Ravens with the 3-point edge over the Rams, but the Rams have the football and driving as we have the 2-minute warning. And a quick out, a beautiful pitch and catch to Robert Woods. Who else? Having himself a game.
I'm telling you, he's having a hell of a game right now. And another first down now to 21. Again, it's time to be smart. It's time to be smart. There's nothing wrong. If you're listening, I see through is if you're listening, it is nothing wrong with going to overtime. Nothing wrong with it at all. It just gives you another opportunity. Don't force feed anything.
And a shout out to 5-star Hustler, legend in the building. Welcome to the broadcast, 5-star. Longtime Soden Bowl member, I formation. And they're going to give the ball to Brown now. Brown very patient. And a nice little run, running it up to about the 17-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Rams in field goal range here, can tie the game or go for the win.
I like that play call, though. That play call, that's a good play call right there. You know, you definitely at this point in the game, you have an opportunity to just play for 3 if you have to. If you see something open, take it.
A lot of overtimes predictions here in the chat. I formation. Looks like Akers checks back into the game at running back. Robert Woods on the right side. The give to Akers, trying to go up the middle, and great defensive pursuit on that play. Robert Williams says run and get into OT. Take that clock down.
You know what? That was great defense right there, but he still moved forward 3 yards. So that's still, you know, a plus for Asitu's Rams. He still went forward 3 yards. He's good to go right now. It's a 3rd and 3 here. Conserve the timeouts for the time being, just in case something crazy happens. And play for this 3 points if you have to right now at this point in the game.
Sterling saying go for the win. So is Doc. Shotgun formation, 3rd down and 3. Goff back to throw. Great protection again. He has the quick out. The quick slant to Cooper Kupp, who's fighting for the end zone. And down at the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. As the clock will continue to run, doesn't look like the Ravens are interested in taking a timeout.
That's why I love the man. You see how he fought hard for that 1st down? That's why I love the man right there. The man is epic.
And Kupp is all alone at wide receiver on the left side. But we have a power formation here for the Rams.
He's going to cover that. He's going to cover it.
And they're going to give the ball to Brown, and Brown powers forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
What can another Brown do for you? Roll into the end zone and get you a TD.
And they missed the extra point, but they're going to get roughing the kicker.
Wow.
That was a big, big penalty because if they keep the miss, it's just a 3-point game. But now they get another attempt for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. And it's a 4-point game. Now the Ravens need a touchdown in 13 seconds. They do have 3 timeouts. They did it in 19 seconds before half.
Wow.
A lot of comments here in the chat.
This is crazy. 13 seconds left. Epic Super Bowl. Both of these guys looking for their first Super Bowl here in Soden Bowl.
And here we have it. Prevent defense, empty formation. Lamar Jackson, 3 timeouts, 13 seconds. Needs a touchdown. And he'll drop back to throw, and he's going to throw over the middle. A sliding reception made, and a quick timeout. 8 seconds left in the game. 2 timeouts left. They're up to the 47-yard line.
And this is the reason why you kept those timeouts. For situations like this here, he could get another quick ball off, maybe have 2 seconds left, but we'll see. He doesn't want to go for the long bomb yet, I don't think. He's got to play the sidelines, though, if you're the Rams defense.
And empty formation again, defense backing it up in the prevent. Jackson back to throw, gets the quick out. And I don't know if he got 2 feet down on that one. He did not.
Nope.
2nd down and 10, that's a big misfire. 3 seconds off the clock, just 5 seconds left in the game. Maybe a quick out. Otherwise, it's a Hail Mary here for the Ravens.
I think it's a Hail Mary. I think it's a Hail Mary here. I think it's a wrap. It's a wrap. He's not going to go for another quick out. So now at this point, don't even bother playing the sidelines. If he gets the sideline, great. You got another shot at defense, but you just got to play that deep ball at this point in the game.
And Jackson's going to wind up. He's going to heave it and throw it to about the 10-yard line, a jump ball. And that is it, my friend. Game over. Congratulations to I See Through You and the Los Angeles Rams. They win the Super Bowl here in Super Bowl 102. And we'll go ahead and get it back here to the main graphic. And what a game. Who do you have, Snipes? There's a lot of Soden Bowl points here riding on who we pick for player of the game. Most valuable player, excuse me. Who's your most valuable player of the game?
Most valuable player of the game to me is going to go to Woods. I'm giving it to Woods. He had big play after big play. I got to give it to Robert. Take him to the Woods. Got to give it to him.
And I agree with you 100%. Robert Woods is our Soden Bowl Network Season 102 most valuable player. The big touchdown, a big 4th down conversion. He ends up with 4 catches, 75 yards. He does have that touchdown, and he made all the right plays when the Rams needed it. And if you picked Robert Woods, you are the winner. Well, what'd you think, Mr. Snipes?
Man, that was a fantastic game, man. You can't ask for a better Super Bowl than what you saw right there, man. That was an epic game. It was not a ton of scoring, but it was so it was so engaging in general. And shout out to everybody in the chat as well, too. Everybody was just so engaged into this thing. I know you're having Twitter fingers over there because you got to keep doing clicks for everybody.
The chat is absolutely blowing up right now. I cannot keep up. Good games in the chats. It was a very good Super Bowl, one for the ages. It seems like every Super Bowl lately has come down to the wire. I appreciate the call. I appreciate the guys in the pregame. Shout out to Doc. Shout out to Sean Lowe, and shout out to the VP. Hugs and kisses, Kylo Ren, for joining us. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Facebook, Vimeo, YouTube, everywhere. Fantastic job and a great season. We will announce in the chat who gets the Philadelphia Eagles. We have an opening, a rare opening. I think it's been about 4 seasons now since we've had an opening. And the Eagles owner will be announced by staff members here shortly. Season 103 off-season schedule will also be posted by by Go DJ. And we'll get this party started here again. Guys, Madden Extreme starting that second. We'll just go ahead and give it to you. The NFL Greats League on Madden Extreme here. Announcements for that and signups will be here shortly. Mr. Snipes, it's been fun, buddy. Any closing words here?
Man, it's always been fun. And again, season 102, man, has been epic. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen with 103, and looking forward to some great games again to commentate and have fun with here. And again, congratulations to Wakanda. First off, congratulations to Wakanda. Fantastic season with these Ravens. But man, congratulations to the Cinderella story. You officially were able to put the slipper on and go get what was yours. Congratulations to you for winning the Super Bowl. I see through. That's a great job. A great job.
On one foot, he has a slipper, and in the other hand, he has a golden glove with a knockout punch here in Soden Bowl. Congratulations, Mr. I see through you. We all see you now. No one is looking through you. Great job. Fantastic season. My good friend, King of Wakanda, turning the corner, just playing great football. Wasn't all there this game. He had the chances to win. In the end, I see through you does exactly what he's been doing since about week 16, and that's just winning football games, playing a damn near perfect game. I know he had a couple turnovers, but when push come to shove and he needed to get it done, he did. He wasn't afraid to go to the well. He went to Robert Woods, and it paid off, and the Rams get it done. And with that being said, Soden Bowl, have a fantastic weekend. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Again, Soden Bowl Network, Season 102, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. We are out of here. Later, guys.